I am a betting man, and I wager that you need better underwear. Stick around till the end of this video, though you're probably stuck down there already, for essential info on Sheath underwear, the best skivvies in the biz. Right-wing nut jobs are riding high right now. They're sailing. They are just luxuriating in the win that Donald Trump brought them. And they want America to forget everything that happened during Joe Biden's administration, everything really that happened even during Donald Trump's first administration. They want you to forget all of the lies and the propaganda and the defamation lawsuits that were settled for nearly $1 billion, $787 million for lying and supporting the conspiracy theory that the 2020 election was stolen. A conspiracy theory now that I think we can just completely dispense with because of the fact that if the Democrats could have done it in 2020, why didn't we do it in 2024? If we're so good at rigging elections, why did Donald Trump win in 2016? Why? It's obvious it's a lie. It was Donald Trump's way to save face because winning, you're going to get so tired of winning. We're going to be winning so much. And then he loses majorities in the House, loses majorities in the Senate, loses midterms and down ballot elections. Just an absolute fucking loser. But Sean Hannity would have you think of something. They think of this whole thing in a different way. He would have you think they are the arbiters of truth. They don't peddle lies and conspiracy theories like all those others. We're different here at Fox News. Our guy won, so all of the things that we said leading up to his win must be true. Watch this, and then we got another one that I will, we're going to be talking about this guy. This ass-kissing bootlick, sycophant lapdog, Ted Cruz. But first, listen to the litany of things that Sean Hannity claims he's gotten right over the years.
On this channel, on this show, we tell you the truth. We've been right about Richard Jewell going back to the beginning. We were right about UVA. We were right about Duke Lacrosse. We were right about Freddie Gray in Baltimore. We were right about Ferguson, Missouri. We were right about Obama's radicalism. We were right about vetting Kamala Harris, which they wouldn't do. We were right about Russia collusion. We were right also about FISA abuse. And I can keep going on. And they're always wrong. They peddle lies and conspiracy theories for a living.
This is a clumsy and ineffectual way to rewrite history. One, it's because Sean Hannity's not smart enough to really get it done. Of all the propaganda anchors out there, he is absolutely among the dumbest. He might be king dumb guy for having made himself millions of dollars. I mean, if there's any argument against the position that America is a meritocracy, you got to look at Sean Hannity, a dumb shit who doesn't know who literally uses the word literally incorrectly on an almost nightly basis. Dumb shit. And to drive this home, this rewriting of history, the rewriting of the narrative to try to claw back some credibility for himself, here he is talking about Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski, who absolutely are cowards, afraid of what Donald Trump will do to them. And they're abdicating their role as good stewards of information, of good stewards of democracy, of being a voice for the people. They are cowards. They are lapdogs, without doubt. So conspiracy theorists like Sean Hannity talking to Ted Cruz, they take a kernel of truth and they try to ignore all of the other details. Coming from Ted Cruz, this is rich. Watch this and wait for Ted Cruz. Wait for his response. It's just a banger.
And then it goes further. Then you have Joe and Mika go to Mar-a-Lago and kiss the ring and suck up to Donald Trump. You can't make that story up.
Well, I'm not even sure they were kissing the ring. I think they were kissing a little bit lower than that.
Were they kissing a little lower than that, Ted? Did you give them directions to the point that they were kissing? Because you, sir, know exactly where that is. You have had your puckered lips on Donald Trump's puckered asshole more than any other human being in American politics. You, sir, kissed the ring of his asshole, not the ring on his finger, you jerk off. These people are emboldened with their insanity to rewrite what Donald Trump called Ted Cruz's wife ugly, said that his father had a role in assassinating a president of the United States. And what did Ted Cruz do? He ran to get Donald Trump elected. And he has the gall, the temerity to talk about Joe Scarborough, who just did the same thing as Ted Cruz. Mika Brzezinski did the same thing, maybe more egregious because some people expected more of them. I don't know that I was among them, but some people expected more out of them. Nobody expected more out of Ted Cruz. Weakling, coward. But this is what we got for the next 4 years at least. We got doofuses. Doofus. What's the plural of doofus? You got doofuses like Ted Cruz and Sean Hannity, who are going to be out here acting as though they are the stewards of good information, the stewards of democracy and constitutional adherence, while they prop up somebody who has said he was going to be a dictator on day one, who has said retribution is the order of the day. Revenge is the agenda item first and foremost, beyond helping America be its best. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. You can comment below. That would be great. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. Please subscribe. I almost spun the whole chair. Could I even do that? Oh, look at that. Please subscribe. I'm almost to 1 million subscribers. I know it seems like, oh, you're like 150,000 away or whatever the number is. But that could be, we could close that gap very shortly. We could do it by the end of the year, but only if you're into it. So if you're into it, subscribe. If you want to help this channel create this content, produce these videos, click the join button below, become a channel member for $1.99 a month. Go over to my Patreon page. Doesn't just support the podcast, absolutely supports this show too. It is patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. The spin threw me off. I almost forgot my own Patreon page. Anyway, follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore everywhere. I'd love to see you there. And I will see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another. There are so many unknowns in life. It often feels like a game of chance. Things often turn out differently than expected, despite the best planning or intentions. Interest rates, that fancy bottle of wine you bought, heck, the election, so much feels like a gamble. One thing you do not have to speculate on, your underwear, or mine for that matter. Designed by a U.S. military soldier while in Iraq, a guy who knows something about steaks, Sheath Underwear's dual pouch system ensures your package won't stick to your leg, while also giving everything some space by separating your gambler from his dice. You see what I'm doing here? Thanks to this testicular tech, Sheath has successfully been protecting your most valuable assets for over 10 years. They are recommended by multiple doctors and urologists and have over 20,000 five-star reviews from customers like me. I'm one of those 20,000 reviews. My sheaths have been with me through thick and thin, both before I was a bit heavier than I am now, and now as the leaner version of me. Trademark or copyright that. I love these things. I think that's pretty clear. So no more garment gambling, all right? Head to sheathunderwear.com/Dollemore to score 20% off. You don't need to be a high roller. You see the theme here, the gambling and the dice and the... It's good, right? You don't have to be a high roller to have unbeatable underwear. My go-tos are the Airflow Mesh, but Sheath has tons of excellent styles and designs. All sheaths are backed by a 2-year warranty and will land on your doorstep near instantly thanks to blindingly fast shipping, which is free in the United States on orders over $75. Also, your purchase actually does affect positive change, and this is very important. Sheath supports multiple charities like Socks for Soldiers and Doctors Without Borders, so you're winning for the world too when you buy from Sheath. Don't roll the dice on your drawers. Score 20% off right now when you head to sheathunderwear.com/Dollemore. Real change starts with you and, believe it or not, your package. Upgrade your undergarments to Sheath.